Good morning, everybody. Eric Stone, Stone's Bookkeeping. I'm a faithful believer in Jesus Christ, and I am your biker bookkeeper. First, our disclaimer, this is not designed as tax advice. If you have a question about what I'm going to share today, please see your tax preparer. If you don't have one yet, check down in the comments. My contact info is right there, and I'd love to assist you. So today we're going to clean up some miscellaneous items from the One Big Beautiful Bill. These are items that don't affect a lot of us, and I just couldn't really shoehorn them in any other category. So the first one is the adoption credit. Part of that's going to be refundable starting in 2026. Not a whole lot of us adopt, very low percentage, but if any of my folks do, let me know. We can talk about this adoption credit. Essentially, the adoption credit used to be a non-refundable credit. It's on the expenses to adopt a child. If it doesn't affect you, you probably don't know a whole lot about it. And I'm not going to share a ton about it just because it would take a long time and it's kind of a rare credit. The second one is qualified sound production equipment. Again, not a whole lot of us do sound production, like those big soundboards and like mix music and stuff. If you do, give me a holler and we can talk about it. It's up to $150,000 of equipment, and it's essentially going to be tax deductible instead of you have to amortize. Long story short, holler at me if you have this. We'll talk about it. Also, the base year has been changed from 2016 to 2017 for increases and inflation changes. Does this affect most of us? No. It's just, if you notice, certain items go up every year. One of them is the standard deduction. So it goes up a little bit every year, and it's to kind of compensate for inflation, because as inflation incurs, our dollar essentially doesn't go as far. Okay, we all know that because we end up paying $7 a dozen for eggs. We end up paying $4 a gallon for gas, and we think that's cheap when we used to pay 75 cents for a gallon of gas. Yes, I'm that old. We'll talk about that later. But essentially what this means to the average taxpayer is those items are going to go up a little bit more over the next year or two based for inflation, because they're changing that base year. So essentially, don't worry about that one either. It's not going to affect most of us all that much, and it's built into the computations of most tax softwares. So again, you're not going to have to worry about that, and that's most of you guys. So if you have any questions about these changes, give me a holler. If you have any questions about the changes for overarching for the entire One Big Beautiful Bill, let me know. There is a lot of changes. I've made approximately 23 of these videos. A lot of different stuff happening. So give me a holler, and please subscribe before you log out of the video. That helps the channel. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.